This is the way I live. Little boy still pushing big.
Alright everyone, to the next part of the need help with executing the offense video thread and tutorials. This part will be called transition offense. The best ways to get into transition offense is to either create a turnover via or by steal, and also to get a defensive rebound and start in transition that way. We want to check a couple of things here when we first get into transition. Alright. Okay. One of the ways to get in transition is create a turnover. And basically the way we created a turnover this time is Rasheed Wallace got a block on the ball. Okay? So they don't score, the ball stays in play, and then we get it to the point guard. Get it to the point guard and then get to the middle of the floor ASAP. Now, in transition offense, you want to check 4 major things. You want to check numbers, you want to check mismatches, you want to check players out of position or player positions, and also you want to check to see if you can call a play while in transition if you don't have any numbers. It's a 2-on-2 fast break as we speak. It's Chauncey Billups and Richard Hamilton versus Ben Gordon and Kirk Heinrich. They do the proper thing to do. One gets the ball, one gets the paint until the ball is passed. Now, it's best to give this ball up early so Kirk Heinrich cannot get to the ball, okay? He's running way too late. Ben Gordon couldn't have even gotten there at any proper time to get this, and of course splashes. That's all that happens. Okay, there's a steal. We got a steal. Right here, we've got no numbers. Alright, this part of the transition offense, we got a steal by Antonio McDyess. Antonio McDyess got a pretty good steal. But however, there were no numbers. Everybody got back on defense. Nobody was out of position. There were no mismatches. Everybody is on their proper mans on defense. And what you want to do, you want to make sure you look at the player matchups either before the game starts or while the game is in play, so you can see who's supposed to be guarding who, so you can recognize mismatches. Just say if Kirk Heinrich was guarding Rasheed, you'd want to expose that ASAP, especially off of transition offense. But here we've got nothing, so let's not rush anything. Let's not you know, just try to dribble and use crossovers to try to get to the paint. Set up something, whether it be a quick hit play. Actually, I was trying to set up Baluba screen. Then the computer actually set up this play for me. I saw Rasheed Wallace set up a screen here. Okay, you create space off of screen and rolls. Ben Wallace doesn't pick me up, and then splashes. Okay, we got the steal, no mismatches. Let's set up an offense we've run. Baluba screen, works like a charm. After the steal, we had no numbers, had nothing. No one's mismatched here. So then we quickly set up a play, get in position. The play's in Baluba screen, and of course we've already gone over this play. And then directional passing, nothing but net. Defensive rebound, run, they don't pick up, splashes. They miss a shot, we get the defensive rebound. Get it to the point guard and get to the middle of the floor. Now, why do I say get to the middle of the floor? Because when you're in the middle of the floor, you can go in any direction. You can go right, left, forward, back, if you're just on one side of the court, you can only go that way and then the opposite direction. You only have two directions. When you get to the middle, you can go everywhere. Now, this is where we get to players being out of position. Look at Luol Deng. He gets back to the middle of the court, but then he picks me up for some reason. Okay? And then Rasheed Wallace is trailing the play, of which you see no one's picking him up either. So players are out of position in transition. They don't know who to get. I immediately when Luol Deng comes to pick me up, I immediately pass it to Tayshaun Prince. And what did I do there? I used directional passing. I wanted him to stay out. As you notice, he's running inside. I used directional passing from this angle. I hit up and his icon, which is X, and I sent him out. Once I stayed there, made sure he was planted. Luol Deng's nowhere to be found. And then, of course, what? Splashes. Steal. Half court. Okay. Now look at this. Here's the mismatch. Good there. Through transition, Kirk Hinrich ended up on Tayshaun Prince. And we've got a lot of mismatches here. Tyrus Thomas is on the point guard. Luol Deng is on the power forward. And Kirk Hinrich ended up on Tayshaun Prince. Now, notice here. Run a quick isolation for him. Have him back down because he can't guard him. Kirk Hinrich can't guard Tayshaun Prince. I mean, he's too long. He's too lanky. Hit Y. Try to get in. Nothing's there. Then use the shot stick to get it to his left hand. Lay up right off of the glass. A steal. He's ahead of him. And one. There's a deflection here. Rasheed Wallace picks up the ball. Now, Rasheed Wallace, let's give it up. Okay? Get the ball to the middle of the court. But right here we have numbers. This is a 2-on-1. This is not a 2-on-2. This is a 2-on-1 for the sole purpose of Ben Gordon is not in the proper position. He is not in front of Richard Hamilton to where if we passed it to Richard Hamilton, he could actually get the ball or make a play on it. Once we got this steal here, boom, 2-on-1. 2-on-1, go, go. Nice pass, lead pass, body, and one. Nice rebound. Tayshaun Prince is running. Okay, we've got a mismatch. A nice steal, a nice block. We've got a nice mismatch here. Tayshaun Prince. Beautiful. Steal, numbers, wide open jumper. Should have made it. And I guess when you're feeling it, you know, you can just come down the court in transition and just pull. I'm not sure why Kirk Hinrich didn't jump right here. I mean, he just didn't jump and he just got splashes for his trouble. As we continue to look at Rasheed Wallace pointing at Kirk Hinrich because he didn't jump at that shot attempt and splashes from Chauncey. You just want to remember the four things that we went over with transition offense, and just keep that in your mind and practice that. So it'll just become second nature what to look for while you're in transition.